What's up, my Jazzy Gamers? How we all doing? It is time for episode 2 of Fortnite's Jazziest Hot Takes, and you guys still had a whole bunch of hot takes left over, so I'm going to throw a bunch of them into this video and talk about them. Last time there was some really spicy stuff and the comments went wild, so I'm hoping the same will happen this time around. If you guys are enjoying this series, make sure to use code BAGOFCHIPS123 in the Fortnite item shop to support your boy, and just keep in mind that we all have our own opinions, especially me since I'm making the video, so if you guys disagree with what I'm saying or what the comments said, make sure to just stay civil about it. Don't go crazy screaming at the other person or insulting. It's just an opinion at the end of the day. So let's just get into some of these spicy ass hot takes. I'm gonna start this off with probably the most spiciest hot take that I've ever read. Epic Games should remove farming altogether from Fortnite, and we should get materials from chest, or they should just start auto-generating like in Floor's Lava, because farming is boring and it takes too much time. I don't even know where to start with this one. Okay, let's just remove farming altogether. Fortnite's main gimmick has always been the fact that you can hit objects, collect wood, brick, and metal, and build out of them. So removing the part where you have to farm the materials is just mind-blowing to me on so many levels. Pickaxes would be a thing of the past if they removed farming, and personally, I love running around with pickaxes and making combos out of my pickaxe or my harvesting tool. So just having that not be a feature to farm is really stupid and useless. And I understand that having a pickaxe in zero build is kind of useless as well because you don't farm materials, but destroying stuff is still extremely useful, like busting through walls, destroying slurp barrels, that type of stuff. But let's say they don't remove pickaxes anyway. Farming is going to be a freaking nightmare. Do you know how many materials you get from a chest? You get 30. And it's randomized if it's wood, brick, or metal. You only get 30. That's 3 walls per chest. I would say that's 80 times more boring than just not having farming. With farming, I could just run up to a tree, hit it a little bit, hit a couple bushes, and boom, I'd probably have like 100 materials easily. But if you only got your stuff from chests, it would involve more running around and more wasting time looting. And I can kind of see the whole farming is boring point. Like, even I get kind of exhausted just constantly having to farm for materials. But you don't really need that many materials. If you just farm a couple bushes in a tree, like I just said, you'd get 100 materials. And that should be just enough to fight somebody and kill them for their materials. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it works. I'd say if you're spending half the game farming, then you're just kind of playing the game wrong, because you can just easily kill people for their materials. Or, you know, if you're more casual and you can't kill many people, again, just a couple hundred materials is enough. You don't need to max out everything. Unless, again, you're planning to build the Empire State Building when somebody hits you once. And having it auto-generate like in the Floor's Lava. Dude, there's a reason that it auto-generates in the Floor's Lava. Because the lava covers up everything that can be farmed. So legit, like 3 minutes into a Floor's Lava match, every single item that you could possibly mine material for is gone. So it gives you the material just so you can still stay afloat above the lava. It's a great way to balance the mode, but if they put it in normal Battle Royale, then it would either become an extremely campy mess where people just wait to get their materials and then pounce on people, or be extremely sweaty because a whole bunch of people would just always be building because they always have a new supply of materials. In my opinion, farming is necessary for the game's pace and game's balance. So if you don't like it, then, well, suck it up because it's here to stay forever. If you hate it and still want to play Battle Royale, just play Zero Build. If you want to build, just go and play the Pit, or Crazy Red vs. Blue, or any mode that allows you to build infinitely, you know what I mean? And if you get to the point where harvesting materials is just so boring and so monotonous, then I have a feeling you're doing something very wrong. Again, a couple stones and a couple trees will get the job done, you know what I mean? You really don't need to max out your materials immediately. These are both really great, but I'm only going to be talking about the second one because I'm really tired of talking about Wrecked. Mega from Chapter 4 Season 2 did the whole futuristic and technological theming better than Chapter 1 Season 9. I think it's one of the greatest Fortnite seasons, at least from a gameplay view. I definitely agree with the second point. Chapter 4 Season 2 was really freaking fun. I loved Mega City so freaking much, man. It was definitely my favorite location. It'd probably go into my top 5 favorite locations of all time. I liked the new motorcycles. The kinetic blade was also really freaking fun to mess around with. Mega City was also great. And it also dropped Eren from Attack on Titan, so we got all of the Attack on Titan stuff, the Thunder Spears, and the ODM gear. Those were just so unbelievably fun. The fact that it did the futuristic and technological theme better than Chapter 1 Season 9... You know, I really don't think it did. I really don't believe that. Most of the Chapter 4 map during that time was still, like, the samurai feel. It barely had that much technological outside of Mega City. Everything in Chapter 1 Season 9 definitely did the futuristic angle way better and more. Like, every single skin in the Battle Pass had that futuristic feel, like it took place in the future. You had Neo Tilted, which was extremely futuristic and really technological. Same with Mega Mall that replaced Retail Row. That location was just so awesome and futuristic. And the slipstreams were all across the map, and those felt really futuristic as well. It reminded me of Futurama, where throughout the city they go through the pipes to get transported. Well, it was the same thing where you go inside it and you get blown to other areas of the map. It was really cool. We also had the blimps flying everywhere, and those things were really freaking cool. And there was also the legendary ass platforms where you get on top of them via slipstream, and they had some loot on top of them. They were just all across the map as well. The entire area felt really futuristic. Same with the weapons, like a whole bunch of the weapons stuck to that futuristic theme as well, but Mega was a kind of mix of everything, you know what I mean? So, I really don't believe it was more futuristic than the last one was, but it was still really awesome, and I appreciate its theme hardcore. Instead of seeing the 7 back, I'd rather see Sky become a main character. She has a lot of potential for a main character in my opinion, and I'll admit I'm not the biggest 7 fan. Don't get me wrong, the Origin, Imagine, and Scientist are all pretty cool, but the rest of them feel underdeveloped in my opinion. Although that's probably because Donald left before he could actually finish his story. So if he never left, I think I probably would have really liked them because they would have gotten more development. About Sky becoming a main character, I mean, if someone as bland as Hope can become a main character, then I definitely believe that Sky could. Sky's a good skin and all. She looks pretty fun, and she had the whole, you know, adventure theme, so she totally could have, but again, nothing compares to my baby Agent Jones. His story was really great. About the 7, like, I am a huge fan of the 7. I really enjoyed the beginning with the Visitor showing up, and then the Scientist and Paradigm showed up to help launch a rocket, but then nothing was known for a while until Chapter 2, Season 6, when we got Agent Jones and the Foundation working together, and then they came together to flip the island, and then reveal the Foundation's home where all the 7 lived. This was really awesome, and the fact that it was getting revealed a lot over time just really made it so hyped to finally see the 7 members revealed. But I can agree, at the very end, it seemed like, you know, stuff was coming to an end, and Donald was leaving, so they didn't know where to take the story. Like, the Imagined and the Order were just kind of revealed, and they didn't really have anything to do, really, which was kind of lame in my opinion. And then the Chrome took over, and that also became extremely lame. The only thing that happened was the Paradigm put together this new map. And then none of the 7 members were ever mentioned again until Fortnite OG, where Dr. Sloan did a time machine with Agent Jones, and that's pretty much it. Now, Chapter 5 happened, and we just got a full reset. So, we're probably never going to see the 7 members ever again. Right now, it's just lame Hope and kind of Jones, but not really. But I definitely agree. If more of the members got more development, then it would have been way more awesome. Because I'm such a 7 fanboy, and having the 7 be revealed over that time was just so unbelievably cool. But, again, we'll just have to see what happens with the future of Fortnite's story. And although Sky does have some good potential, I'm sorry, but we're probably stuck with lame-o Hope. Chapter 6, Season 1 sucks. If you don't have a blade or shotgun, you are dead. No matter what mythic you have, if someone comes at you with a Typhoon blade, you are dead. Also, Chapter 2 Remix is amazing, and I love it. With Chapter 6, Season 1, I really enjoyed the map. I loved the Battle Pass, but I really hated the weapon pool for sure. The swords were definitely extremely unbalanced, although you were kinda able to counter them with a good shotgun, The Hollow Twister was extremely unbalanced because you would just get cracked a mile away. Same with the freaking Veiled Precision SMG. They were so unbelievably unbalanced. And you had the masks as well. The fire mask being able to essentially two-tap you was unbelievably unbalanced. And the cars are still at a rampant, annoying pace that everybody uses them, and they are just super unbalanced. When it comes to the weapon pool of Chapter 6, I definitely agree. Although Chapter 6 Season 2, this is a way more fun season, although the bats are kind of bullshit. The swords were incredibly more bullshit, as well as the void masks giving you insane-ass mobility to just run in, kill somebody, boom, you're done for. Like, it was extremely annoying. But it's more toned down this season. But man, what an awful experience it was last season, I'll tell you. Chapter 2 Remix was also extremely awesome. I loved it. It felt extremely balanced. The Chapter 2 map was really fun. The cars weren't whiplashes, so they were more fair. It was just a fun experience all around for sure. I liked the POIs. I loved the artists. Snoop Dogg, Juice WRLD, they were really awesome. I hate Ice Spice, but it was a very fun season for sure. Remix had so many glitches, it was just funny, especially the jokes you could pull on your friends, not like this season or last where they were obvious but you could troll them. Helicopter Boogie Bomb one, for example. Skins were fire, Star Assassin, but I also liked how they brought a trailer for each icon as the days came by, and the POIs were honestly really fun. The loot was balanced, but it was fun hitting trick shots and destroying people with Eminem's minigun. And the live event, I don't know where to begin, and even after the event you got to play it more and cherish those moments in the best season of all time, period. 100% agree, Remix was an absolutely amazing experience. The fact that every week we got a new POI that relates to the music artist was just really awesome. Eminem's minigun was just also extremely fun. I freaking loved hearing Rap God destroying people. The locations were also great. Like, it was still Chapter 2, but it had its own spin on each of the locations. I'm still not a fan of Ice Spice, so I didn't like the Ice Spice garbage, but Eminem's Spaghetti Grotto was really good, and I love Snoop Dogg's Agency. It was just all so amazing. Like I just said, it was fully balanced as well. Very fun-ass season, as well as that live event. Oh my gosh, dude. I freaking loved that live event so much. If you guys haven't seen my reaction to it, it's in my old streams. But I was astounded. It was one of the best live events I've ever seen. This is definitely the most valid hot take of all time. If you didn't enjoy Chapter 2 Remix, I'm sorry, but you let your hate of the artists get in the way of a truly fun and amazing season. But yeah, guys, that was episode 2 of Fortnite's Jazziest Hot Takes. If your comment didn't get into my video, I'm very sorry. But if you want to comment some hot takes, put them down in this comment section. I will read them, and they will probably get into the next video, because I still love talking about these hot takes. The majority of this video was just me rambling about random garbage that the hot take talked about, so it was definitely really fun. If you guys want to support me and support this fun-ass series, make sure to use code BAGOFCHIPS123 in the Fortnite item shop if you're buying anything jazzy. But yeah, guys, make sure to stay healthy, make sure to eat your vitamins, your vegetables, drink plenty of water, and stay effing jazzy, my gamers.